Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I've come back on here today because I want to show you what next I've been doing. Next. Okay. So this is what I've been doing next. There you go. This is quilted pillows put together to make a cover for a journal. The only thing wrong with this one is I've made it too big for anything. Well, not actually made it finished yet, but so the other day I sat there and I sewed 21 little pillows, because this is made out of little pillows. They're little pillows. It's so cool, isn't it? Look at that, they're everywhere. I do like them. I do love this idea, and I'm going to be going on with it. So each side is a different colour, okay, and it doesn't matter what size they are. So I sat here with them on the table with me, using my hand as to press the pedal down, because I wanted to use that one too today. To press the pedal down so I can go along, okay? So what I want to show you is how you do this, right? Because it is awesome, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Remember I showed you slow stitching? This is something... The stitching is the same, but the putting together and the whole thing is probably a lot different, because you want, this is quirky art or something, considered to be quirky art. Okay, I love art anyway, whether it's quirky or not. So what we do is we're going to get a piece of fabric, and I do love this, and I think Ruth Burr might have gave me this piece. I think she might have done. I think she sent me this bit. I'm not quite sure, and it's awesome, isn't it? I absolutely love it. I'm just going to cut this piece off that's been put over there. Okay, now all you need to do is get yourself a small bit, piece. There's no rules. There's no rules whatsoever. Oh well, when I say no rules, you have to decide which way you want things to go yourself. Anyway, I'm going to use this piece here. It's got little feet on it, because hang on a minute. I think I might go with a bit of green or something. I've got a bit of green here. I've got all sorts of colours. The fabric actually don't have a lot here that people have gifted me, because I didn't get a lot of that out of there when I went and got me some fabric. I didn't get those pieces people gave me yet to use, which I should do. Shouldn't I? What will I put with that? Come on, son, it can't be that hard. I don't know. When I was sewing them together, they went real easy. They went real easy together. You know, like, you've got to decide what to put with what. Hang on a minute. I might even put that behind there. Righto. Now, so these two pieces need to be the same size, of course. And that was pretty good. That they nearly are. Just to cut this bit here off. Okay. Now, you just need a needle and thread. There's more sewing here, and there's enough here to do a bit of this, so I can just give you the idea, right? Because we're just going to sew around. Now I did the first one that I made, I did like this, but then I used the sewing machine, okay? And that's, you know, probably the easiest, quickest way to do it. But if you don't have a sewing machine, you can do it by hand, and it's no reason why you can't do it by hand, because, and just do those little stab stitch and do straight stitch along here. You can make sure that you've got both sides, because that's what I have, haven't I? Yes, I need you to see that bit. Yeah, make sure that we've got both sides, and we're going to go around here like so. And I am going to do this because it won't take me that long, and it's best if we see the process of it, isn't it? Because otherwise, you know, you don't know what sort of outcome. Well, you don't. Doing it by hand is just as good and as easy as doing it on the machine. I think I did this one here first, that one there. I did that by hand. Okay, right, around here. Keep going around, and you need about, I think it could be about a 1/4 of an inch that I've come in on there. Now, the lady that I seen do this, it's the only one that I can find. Her name is something more, and it starts with a something T. I don't know if it's... Oh dear. But anyway, she shows you how to do this, and I've seen bits and pieces done, and mostly all done by her, so I don't know. Anyway, I suppose other people have done this sort of thing anyway. So that's, I went and left a hole in the end, right, an opening, and then I've got the little stuffing things, toy filling inside out of your pillow, which is a lot cheaper rather than that. It just depends where you live though, because people in America can probably get it for a lot cheaper. I don't know. It depends if you got your Dollar Tree store or whatever it is that I really want here. And I'm pushing that into there. Now, we've probably got too much, right? You have to have a reasonable amount of filling because you want it to quilt up sort of thing, you know, so you can make a little quilted pillow, right? There you go. So you like that, okay? And then you'll just sew across the top there to finish that off. Now we're going to just do this with a plain piece of thread, alright? So plain, you don't have to use anything flash to do this bit. Now, like back to what I was saying, the girl that did it, the lady that did this, we're all girls anyway, aren't we? She just did the edges and left them raw, okay? And she was doing hers. I think I seen someone else that actually turned them over a couple of times. I was going to do that, and I'm going to show you in a minute what I'm talking about, because I better do. So, what happens next is you have to get a piece of embroidery. Where is that gone to? Sonya? Really? Here we are. You have to, well, you use cotton, crochet thread, crochet cotton, and she used a size 8, and I've got 5 here mostly, except for this pink one here, and they were on me reels, but I rolled some off so I could just have it all, you know, small bits near me instead of the whole reel. And you need a fair bit. But the lady used 2 strands of 8, and I won't use that because this is, to me, is too thick, but I use 2 strands of the 5. If this is 5, size 5, in the pearl crochet thread, you can buy it on the reel or on a hank. There it is here. I don't want to drop them everywhere. You buy them on the reels like this. We'll see. These are only a 5, I think. No, 8. I mean, these are 8. She used 5. The bigger the number, the smaller the cotton. Okay. You can buy them on a hank as well, like you do embroidery cotton. But you want these pearl ones, and they're really nice, hey? This one here's a bit thicker than the one I've got there, so I might keep that out too, because I've just run out of that one on that. Because I got all these colours, and I got bigger ones as well not long ago, I just picked out these ones here that I wanted to use on this. So you need to get a needle that is got a reasonably good size hole in it, because you're going to do a bit of sewing with it. It's going to be green. And what do you call it? Straw needle? No, what is this called again? Crewel. It's a crewel needle, okay? And it has got a good sharp point on it. It's got a good hole in the end, so this will go through there. All right, your thread will fit through. I'm going to do it like I always do, because it doesn't work for me if I change my plan. And put that through there somehow, and you're just going to fit in there. That's right, stick it in your mouth and make it fat so it won't go through it all. Oh dear. There we go. Got it. Now I've got a big heap here. Might cut it in half so it'll... And you don't have to worry about your colours, you know, you can change colour halfway. There's no rules with that. I want to do this one. I just love this, so I'm going to do this one today. Okay, so this is all frayy, but that doesn't matter if you don't mind. Otherwise, I've seen one little girl must have turned it over twice, which the more you turn it over, the less you got here, see, therefore you're going to make the thing bigger in the first place. You get me? The more you turn this over here, if you're going to turn it over twice, you couldn't put as much stuffing in it. You'll have a neater edge, but we're going for the what's the name? This look, straggy look. How's that? So, made a knot. I've made a knot. Have I made the knot? No. Thought I made a knot in this. No, might have been another bit I tore off. Okay. Now, a knot, and you'll come up on the right side of your pillow, right? Because he's got him done. He's been stuffed and then sewed up like this one. Okay. So you come up through there. I've got this giant knot. Now I haven't. Okay, righto. Just want a small knot. I'll cut a bit of that off. You don't need all that tail. Righto. Now we'll turn this over like that. Right. Now I had to go a couple of times to get this. To be honest, I did not pick it didn't figure out how to do it until I did it the way she showed me. Now, if you go away from this and you think, oh yeah, I remember that, like I did, and then you go to do it and it didn't work and it looks funny, well, that's why, because you need to do it this way. Okay, so you just go over there and pull that through. Don't pull it too far, okay? Come up at the back, try to, it doesn't really matter what the back looks like because it's supposed to look like this, alright? It's supposed to look like it does. And then you go over the back, and I made a mistake there, look at that, see, for me talking too much and I've made a mistake. It doesn't matter though because we're not going to be judging that, but you just need to take it over and bring it back through. And what I tried to do when I was doing mine was to keep the back of it pretty much lined, you know, to the same depth down here where we're taking it to, okay? Because now I'm doing back to front, doesn't really matter. And I'm going really slow because you don't have to do that, you can just, but I want to show you how it works, you see, and this is how it works, right? So that's your making this thing roll around a bit because you're turning it over just to where your seam is there, as we see, going along here, and you're going into the back part and you're coming out like so, around the back and come up there like that, okay? And when you get to the end, to the corner, and don't pull it too tight because you want to be just a little bit snug but not too tight going along there, okay? So that's your work. Now a lot of people might not like this because it's not a tidy thing, right? There's no tidying. So I'm up to here, and then I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to push this through at the end. I nipped a bit off because I didn't want it to be too thick, and this is not easy to be pulling through here. Right, I pulled the wrong bit and that might have tucked it down a bit, and then I'm going to go back through here. Now I don't know how the lady did hers, but that's how I want to do mine, so it holds me corner down. Okay, I didn't actually see what she did with the corner bit. I was really excited to get started and I just have been going on now from there. So we're bringing it over and going down around through there, okay? Now, if you want to fast forward me, you can, because I can't fast forward this. If I keep thinking to myself, I'll go and learn how to do that one day, and then I forget about it. Okay, so I'm just going to finish going around here because I want to show you this one here that I'm doing, what it's going to look like when I've quilted it. Because you don't have to do it. It is a little quilted pillow, but you don't have to always do the same as what you... And I'm doing this back to front because I should be taking it through this side, but I started doing it back to front, so I'll keep going, okay? And you can see what happens to it as it goes along, because there's no good me showing you this is what I did and this is what I did, you know, because it'd be a good way to use up your scrap bits of fabric, really good way. I'm going to actually make a journal to suit the thing instead of, I have a journal that I'm working on. I can't put it on it because it doesn't suit this cover that I'm making. I'm making the cover so that it'll be back and front. So I've got to just continue on. And I never cut these out in any particular way. That's the wrong side, but it's supposed to look like it's been stitched. You know, that's the idea of the thing. The idea of the thing is you can see your knots, you can see your stitches, and that's what it's about. It's a quirky quilting thing, okay? So this will probably go on here somewhere, wherever it'll go, but I'll make this long enough that way and this way, and even if it's got, I'm going to show you anyway bits and pieces as we go, because I'm going to have to be doing more of these to show you a bit more of what you can do with it, because that's nowhere near finished. It's going to be embellished and everything yet. There's lots to be done. That's just as much as I did. I wanted to put a bit together so I could show you how it worked. But if you get your little pillars made first, that's what I thought I'd do. And it took me about an hour to make 21, so that's not too bad on the machine, and to stuff them all and sew them back up again, so that was alright. I didn't mind doing that. People were talking today about how long it took them to make a journal. Oh, some people can do it in 2 or 3 days. You ever seen me? I just take forever. I suppose I do other things as well. Probably take about a month for me to make one. And that's not exaggerating. It does take me about a month to make a journal. I actually haven't put, if I just did it all, you know, like that was the only thing I did, maybe I could do it a bit quicker if I thought, well, I'm going to make this journal and I'm just going to work on it, just see how long it takes me. And maybe I could probably do it in 2 or 3 days, I guess, if I had all the plan, but I don't ever have the plan. I try to find things that I like to put in them. But this one that I'm going to make for this is going to have to go with it's going to have to go with the cover, okay? So the one I'm doing now is not going to go with the cover, because I'm actually only working on one. That seems a bit strange, but I'm only, because I've been doing this anyway, so I'm going to trim that off a little bit, because when I get to the corner I like to shut that down. Now this, I was lucky enough that this whole thread went round there, but if it doesn't, you just start off another thread and you can use another colour. It does not matter because it's quirky, I guess. But I'll have to write that it's a quirky quilt bit. Quirky quilting. Come on. And then I'm just going to take this through here on the end. Hold it down. And I might take another stitch across the top of it this way to hold that down. It's not going to come undone. It looks like it a bit, you know, but it won't come off there. It won't come off there. So that's that bit done. And then I'm going to take it back through the back, trying to do a tiny little back stitch on there. Sometimes I just nick underneath the bottom of it a bit and then pull it in and cut it off. And then you can straighten it back out, and then you've got the cotton in under there where you can't see it. Did you see that? I hope you did. Okay, so now I've got this really cool thing here that lady that I'm going to outline her with, like I'm going to quilt it, see? Now I need a colour that's going to look cool. I do like this. I've been using a lot of this one. I'm not going to go with this is it burgundy colour, maybe? Yeah, not dark, but burgundy. And I want a fair bit of string because I'm going to do two double thickness of it. And the reason being for that is you need to be able to see your thread. Now, see, if you were using a cotton thread and only one strand, it would probably nearly disappear into your work. Another thing that slow stitching that I was doing, I put it over there because I got real upset with it yesterday because I couldn't get the hang of it. Well, it wasn't working for me that I was doing. I couldn't get my mind onto it, so I put it over in the 2 hard basket for the time being, and I'm going to just work on this sort of thing for a while because I because I want to get this done. You can make anything out of these. Like, you know, this will make a nice bag, wallet, purse, anything. You can make boxes and things out of them too. But it would make a nice purse thingy if you finished it off, you know, like when it was finished. There's lots of things you can do with them. But I want to cover for the journals because I wanted to, just because I did. I'm going to have a mouthful of water. I was going to have coffee, but I haven't got none left. That's okay, I'll just get a mouthful of my water. Okie dokie. Now, make a knot. And I've got 2 thicknesses. And this is this must be 8. And the 5's the thicker one. Okay, so this is number 8. So there's 2 thicknesses of this. Now I'm going to come up here, and you're supposed to start in the centre. I'll come up in as close to the middle as I can because I want to actually outline the person with it. And then you just, because I've got this big father knot, I should probably fix that a bit. I do this every time, don't I? Make this great big gawky knot. It doesn't come undone. It'll be fine. It adds to the texture of the work. So when you're coming through to the back, you could come up anywhere, which is not a good idea really. You try to come back through there close enough to what you're doing. Okay? And just pull it down, like so. And you're supposed to start pretty much in the centre. And I try to keep them as close together as I can if I was doing stitches. Okay? I need some more of these pictures on the fabric. I reckon that's neat. I do need that. I'm going to put that on the front of my book. My journal. I'm going to do a journal. Put it on. But you don't have to, there's no rules, you see, like, you don't have to do it like this if you don't want to. But I'm going to, make sure that's pulled along there. See how you see it still, well, if it does still sit up for a while, and you can do little stitches if you want to, or big stitches. Come here. I'll just show you a closer look at the one I'm doing in a minute. I'm going to go along here. I keep getting this cobbled up all the time. I just straighten it out. If it's doing something to you like that. Oh dear, excuse me. Okay. Now what I would do, because I'm doing this outline, is come along in a different colour to do the other bits, to put the other bits down. Whether I take down all of it and just leave a hair like this, I don't know yet. You got to see what it's going to look like, don't you? Okay? I think this is quite fun. I hope everybody else is enjoying this, because I surely am. There's so many different things out there you can do that I can't, I find it very hard just to stick to one thing for very long. But then I still go back and do them. It's not, I don't give up, I don't get away from it at all. I just keep going back occasionally and do something a bit different then. You know, keep working on what I'm doing, or, I mean, there is a lot of work I've got, I haven't finished. There's a lot of things that I've put in the, oh, I can't stand that basket or something. There's a lot of those. You have to try, though, I reckon. And when you see something, and I have been looking at this sort of thing for quite a while, actually. I know everybody's got different tastes. If people don't like this, well, that's you. Everybody's got the right to, you know, if they like different sort of things. Oh, isn't that cool? Now, will I come round her face with that? I don't think I will. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave it like that is, and I'm going to try something else and see what happens. Okay. End that off. Won't make me a good idea if I cut the whole thing off, wouldn't it? Right. Now I hope we've been in the shot with this. So that's that bit. Then I'm going to take this out of this needle, because I should have had more needles the same, but I just don't. So I do love the orange one too. The bright colours are good. Now what I will do, I'll just show you now what I've actually done with the other so far, and then I'm going to come back on and do another another tutorial on about a bit of decorating of some of them, okay? Because I want to actually show you the process of it. I might go around the outside now, and I'll come around this edge bit with this orange, okay? The lady did say start in the middle, but you know what? It doesn't. I haven't found that a problem. Whether I'm doing it wrong or not, I don't know, but I haven't found that a problem as far as if I have to start in the middle or not, you know. As long as you keep going until you've got it reasonably flat, sort of. You know, you just pull it down as much as you can, so you got to. But see, what would be wrong with having this a little bit higher, because she's going to be on the front cover of my book one day. Soon, I hope. Where, you know, and that wouldn't be a bad thing, would it? If it was sitting up there a bit more. So let's go a bit more. Oh, I do like this one. I do. Where am I going to get some more of this material from? I'll have to go online and see if I can find some. The faces and things on. And of course I was thinking too, there's also stamping. You know, you can also stamp on your pieces of fabric, do the calico stamping thing. There's too many ideas. There's just too many ideas out there. So you can just go around the edge of this, and I'm not going to go over a bow. I'm going to leave that and go around it with a different colour. Okay? Now I didn't see the lady do anything like this, but her things that she has done are different. You know, everybody's got different ideas, so just thought I'd do this way. This is just what comes as to me as I'm sitting here thinking about. I don't even think really. Just, you know, well, I'll just do that now. And there's a bit of fraying going on, but I do like that. Don't you think that's really cool? Now I'm not going to finish it just today. I'm going to come back in a minute and do some more. But I'll just show you this here. That one there, I've got some little crosses on here. See that there? You see the little crosses? And then there's straight. This one here, I did a few like leaf shapes, maybe you could say. That one there I haven't patted down very much at all, because I'm planning on doing something else with that. These are just a few straight up and down ones, and so is that one. That's completely all straight up and down. And so are this, but it's all in different colours, see? There's different colours stitching on it. And that's the back, and I think that looks pretty cool too. And that's the back of it, and there's your knots. But that's all right. That's going to be the inside, the front cover of my book. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to just switch this off for a minute, and I'll come back and do another video. I'll turn it off, and I'll come back and do another video and show you how to embellish some of it as you go on to. Just gives a bit more. You can do it as you go, and once you get this far, best to do it when you get to this far, because if you have stuff on there when they're only little, you know, you might not. But that's another bit that I'll tell you about, okay? So we'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.